Hey everybody, here's some great tips from fleafly.com on how to catch some more white bass and crappie. Hey everybody, it's Jeff Williams with Outdoor Brands and Fleafly. Today I'm with my good friends Kirsten and Jeremy Riggs, and we're out here below the Grand Lake Dam fishing for white bass and crappie. And Kirsten caught a really nice Kentucky on the Fleafly bendable minnow in the white 1 ounce color. Now, a lot of people think these jigging spoons are just for white bass and hybrid stripers, but I tell you what, take a good look. You can really see the colors in that 1 ounce jigging spoon, and we catch a lot of black bass, Kentuckys, and smallmouth on those Fleafly spoons in the 1/2 ounce and 1 ounce. Did he put up a good fight, Kirsten?
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, how you been doing today?
Very good. It's a pretty day out here, and the white bass are on these spoons.
Okay, Jeremy just caught one on the jig we call it. We're double rigging here. Jeremy's got a 1/2 ounce bendable minnow in the red color, and he just caught one. We call this color right here cherry limeade, our old lead-free feather jig with the long feather tail. Let's take a look at that jig in the water and look at the action on that tail. This water's really clear down here. You can see those tails kind of, pull it up a little closer, Jeremy. You can see those tails, they kind of come apart, and I tell you, those long feather tails have been used for years and years by people to entice fish, and we're really proud of the long feather tails we put on those Fleafly jigs. So you got a pretty nice white bass a second ago on that, and we're just getting started. So Kirsten's gonna let her Kentucky bass go, and we're gonna get back after it.
Grab him by the lip, let him go.
Okay, pretty cool. Something else we've got going right here that we're getting ready to probably start selling at the Fleafly site. Nice little white bass. We're experimenting with some soft plastics. We're gonna probably bring some soft plastics into the Fleafly brand, but I want you to take a look at the old Fleafly head. That is our 1/8 ounce Fleafly head. We're going to start selling those just as regular jig heads, and if you take a real close look at that, you can see how this head works like a swim bait head. It doesn't come out at a 90-degree angle, and the eyelet is turned parallel with the jig head instead of horizontal with the jig head instead of parallel with it. And it is really great for soft plastics, and all we're doing here, this soft plastic is stuck on here like you can't believe. I just took a little dab of super glue. I've got it here in my pocket, got it in one of my pockets, I think, but I just took a little dab of super glue, Loctite super glue, and I just put one little touch on that shank and push that soft plastic up there. And I think if you learn to do this and you don't have these heavy lead hook keepers on here that damage the soft plastics, I think you're going to find that your soft plastics work better and they last a lot longer. It takes about 30 seconds for this stuff to dry, maybe even 15 to 30 seconds, and you can see that is stuck on there like you can't believe. So that's a tip from Fleafly, and I want you to start looking for these. We're going to have these in 64th, 32nd, 16th, and 1/8 ounce. You can tie jigs with them, or you can use them with soft plastics. Well, I tell you what, we turned Kirsten loose here at the back of the boat by herself, and she just caught a pretty nice crappie on that red and white bleeder Fleafly jig. Did you hit it pretty hard?
Yeah.
All right, well, she's learning how to hold on to these fish, and Jeremy's located us a little brush pile right up here on his locator, and you can start to see it. We're coming up on it right there, and there's a lot of current out here. You get a fish?
Yeah.
All right, maybe we got us another one. All right, there's another fish on the Fleafly, cherry limeade jig. Well, I tell you what, folks, you just can't believe how much fun you can come out here with the kids and with these jigging spoons and these jigs. You know, they've been helping people catch fish since 1952, over 60 years, and millions of fish caught, and we're not doing anything special. He's just found a few fish here on the locator, and he's throwing that jig and spoon down on the bottom, and we've got that jig tied about 16 inches above it, and whammo, those white bass and crappie are on them. Boy, now you just can't beat that. Big old, probably about a 12.5, 13-inch long crappie. Didn't do anything special. We came out here beside our brush pile, and there's a little bit of current in this river right here making an eddy, and that brush pile is sitting right in the middle of that eddy, and we just threw right over there on top of it, and we started reeling real slow. And again, that's our 1/8 ounce lead-free flea fly head, and you can see it done a great job there with that crappie. When you find those brush piles, one of the things you want to do from time to time is go ahead and hit those from different angles. Don't always stop and just fish it from one angle, especially if there's current, because those fish will be relating to that cover and relating to that structure different from day to day depending on the current flow. So another tip from Flea Fly. Hey, we've had a great time fishing here on the Grand River today below the Grand Lake Dam in Oklahoma. We've caught Kentucky bass, we've caught white bass, we've caught a lot of nice crappie, haven't we? Yes. Now today, we found a brush pile and we found a school of fish in a big eddy, and that's where we located them on the Lowrance Fish Finders. And what was your best color of jig today? Blue, okay. We're working on some blue bucktail flea flies that seem to be working really good for us in this clear water. We used the 1 ounce bendable minnow and the chartreuse red and white colors today. And then Jeremy did really good on the cherry limeade jig, the old feather jig with the red head, chartreuse tail, chartreuse body. Okay, so until next time, I'm Jeff Williams with Outdoor Brands and Flea Fly. I hope some of these tips will help you catch more fish. Be sure to check out fleafly.com to see what kind of products we're talking about. Thanks for watching.